Did you know your odds of hitting a mega bucks jackpot are just 1 in 49 million? In Vegas, the chances of winning any prize are usually around 1 in 5. But if we're talking about hitting big money, the odds are much slimmer at 1 in 40,000. But that doesn't stop visitors from all around the world to try their luck at Vegas, the gambling capital of the world. Although many return empty-handed, some had the sheer luck to experience the lights, sounds, and jackpot messages splashing across the screen. So in this video, we'll take a look at the 15 biggest jackpots in Vegas history. Number 15. 17 million luck. In 1988, a 47-year-old flight attendant from Las Vegas named Cynthia J. Brennan won a record-breaking $17.3 million jackpot while playing the Megabucks slot machine at the Desert Inn Casino. Obviously, this gigantic win was considered one of the largest payouts in the history of slot machines at that time. Megabucks is a type of slot machine game you can find in some casinos. It's special because all the Megabucks slot machines in different casinos are connected to the same jackpot. So whenever someone puts money into a Megabucks machine and plays, a small part of that money goes into a big prize pot called a jackpot. This jackpot keeps getting bigger and bigger as more people play on any of the connected Megabucks machines. And if you're really lucky and get that special combination when you spin the machine, you win the entire jackpot that's been building up from all the machines across different casinos. In Cynthia's case, she happened to be at the right place at the right time and got lucky by hitting the winning combination on the Megabucks machine. This stroke of luck led to her winning the massive jackpot of $17.3 million, making her one of the biggest winners in the history of slot machines at that time. The next story is also about a flight attendant. A retired flight attendant who unexpectedly got her hands on $27 million. Number 14. 100 to 10 million. In May 1998, a 67-year-old retired female flight attendant experienced an incredible twist of fate that would forever alter her life. At the Palace Station Casino in Las Vegas, she managed to win an astounding jackpot of $27.5 on a Megabucks slot machine. This happened at 8:15 p.m. on May 20th, making it an unforgettable evening. Being a regular visitor to the casino, she arrived that day with just $100 in hand. As luck would have it, she decided to invest an additional $200 before achieving the ultimate jackpot victory with her last $100. Best decision ever. This lucky instance took place on the 300th spin of the Megabucks machine, which had a starting prize of $10 million. She opted for a lump sum payout and ultimately received $11.7 million after the necessary tax deductions. What's truly remarkable is that her investment of just $300 managed to defy odds of 15.3 million to 1, which resulted in around 100,000 return. Number 13. Jackpot at Palace. In 2003, a man achieved an extraordinary and life-changing feat at Palace Station in Las Vegas. With just a $100 wager, he managed to hit the IGT Megabucks jackpot, securing a win of not 10, not 20, but an unbelievable $39.7 million. This was on March 25th at 10:15 p.m. After becoming a millionaire, the man decided to stay anonymous and lived on with his life. The only detail available about him is that he was a local club member in his 40s and decided to opt for a $16.8 million lump sum. And obviously, this was one of the most significant slot machine jackpot wins in history. This was a progressive jackpot win. A progressive jackpot is like a special prize in certain casino games. Every time people play these games, a little bit of their bets adds up to make the prize bigger and bigger. It keeps growing until someone wins it. So the more people play, the more the prize can become really huge. In this case, the progressive jackpot had been building up for a year since a previous win of $21.1 million in Reno back in January 2002, which makes it an even cooler win. This man's luck was over the roof because he defied the staggering odds of 49.9 million to 1. His original investment of $100 resulted in an extraordinary 40,000 times return, all thanks to pure luck. Our next jackpot winner is a Southern Californian tourist who scooped millions on a $3 slot machine. Number 12. Californian Luck. Ever heard of a tourist hitting the jackpot? That's what happened here when Rodolfo T got really lucky. On August 8th, around 6:30 in the evening, he was at the famous Boyd gaming spot right in the heart of downtown Las Vegas, smack in the middle of Fremont Street Experience. He decided to bet the maximum amount on a game called Megabucks Double 3 times 4 times 5 times pay. And you can guess what happened next. He hit the jackpot. That win changed his life big time. In fact, it was the biggest jackpot anyone won on the Megabucks theme in 2017. But this Californian luck won't come close to the granny luck, where a 92-year-old lady hit a mega 22 million. Number 11. Granny Luck. At the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, a grandmother from Illinois pulled off an incredible feat by winning a whopping $22.6 million on a Megabucks slot machine. And here's the fun part. This 92-year-old lady was visiting her niece in Las Vegas when the magic happened. A real case of Wheel of Fortune. A leisurely visit to see family turned into this unforgettable moment of luck. And this win stands tall as one of the mega jackpot wins ever won by a female player. Now, imagine hitting a jackpot on your last day of vacation at Vegas, that too in an airport. That's what happened to our next winner. Number 10. Airport Millions. A truly fortunate traveler hit the jackpot big time, walking away with an incredible $1 million prize from a slot machine at an airport. The lucky flyer, whose identity remains a mystery, decided to try their luck on the Wheel of Fortune triple-double emeralds machine inside Harry Reid International Airport. And their luck was off the charts as they literally hit the jackpot. The winner was undoubtedly on cloud 9 after scoring a massive fortune on a slot machine at a Las Vegas airport just last month. And people want to know if he extended his vacation. Over the past 36 years, these slot machines have managed to produce revenue exceeding $1 billion. Imagine the idea of heading home from your vacation with $1 million in your pocket. It's a no-brainer why so many eager tourists have given the airport slot machines a shot. Now, let's back up a bit to 2005, where a person hit the jackpot not once but twice at the same casino. Number 9. Twin Luck. In 2005, a gambler named Elmer Sherwin won an incredible $21.1 million while playing the Megabucks slot machine at the Cannery Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas. But what he had was no ordinary luck. What makes his story even more astonishing is that he had previously won a jackpot of $4.6 million from the same machine years before. He gained fame for hitting 2 separate Megabucks jackpots, making him one of the luckiest and most well-known jackpot winners in the world of gambling. In both instances, Elmer Sherwin happened to have the right combination of luck and timing. He managed to get the required symbols to line up perfectly on the machine's reels, which resulted in him winning the jackpot not just once, but twice. Sherwin always had a thing for gambling, and he got into casinos from the moment he could, but luck hadn't quite smiled on him until he was almost 76. He and his wife were on this big mobile home adventure, cruising around the country. One day, they parked it in Las Vegas to catch up with family, and Sherwin decided to throw $100 a week into the casino games, hoping for that magic touch. They even showed up for the grand opening of the Mirage Hotel and Casino. Well, the $100 plan didn't work so well, but Sherwin wasn't about to give up though. He turned to his wife and asked for another $20. One more shot, he thought, and he chose the Megabucks machine. Now, this Megabucks machine is like a special dollar slot machine that can pile up a really big jackpot. To hit the top prize, you need to bet $3. After someone wins, the jackpot starts at $7 million and grows again when someone lines up the Megabucks symbols. And luck was in favor of him that night, and he hit the $4.6 million. The next life-changing win was on September 16, 2005, when Sherwin took another chance at the Megabucks slot machine over at the Cannery Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas. He had tried his luck on these machines quite a few times before, but that day, things went down in history. Sherwin hit the jackpot, and it wasn't just any jackpot, he walked away with a handful of $21 million. Sherwin did something really thoughtful after winning big. He donated a good chunk of his prize money to help out with the Hurricane Katrina relief efforts. Even with his 2 wins, Sherwin won't come near to the next winner, who packed $40 million in one night. Number 8. A $40 million win. You might have heard of him, because this is none other than Kerry Packer, the Australian media magnate and businessman. This Australian media tycoon and billionaire is known for his high-stakes gambling adventures. One of the most famous stories involves his remarkable success at the MGM Grand Casino in Las Vegas. According to the reports, Kerry Packer visited the casino in Las Vegas for a night of gambling. He started with a nice sum of more than $250,000. And over the course of that evening, as Packer played, luck seemed to be on his side. Through a series of favorable outcomes, Packer's initial stack of $250,000 began to grow rapidly. And as his winnings accumulated, they reached an unbelievable $40 million by the end of the night. This story has become the most money won in a casino in one night in history. Even with an impressive $40 million, Packer is not the only one who can turn bucks into millions. It's time to meet Archie Karras. Number 7. Another $40 million win. Archie Karras is a well-known gambler who made quite a name for himself back in the 1990s in Las Vegas. He's famous for turning just $50 into an astounding $40 million through an incredible series of high-stakes poker games, Arabian Nights Slot. His winning streak is the stuff of legends in the gambling world. Archie Karras isn't just about poker, though. He played a mix of poker and other casino games, often aiming for the higher stakes tables. He had a strategy of starting with medium-stakes poker games, building up his money, and then moving on to the big leagues. And fair to say, the strategy worked big time, and he brought home $40 million. The next story is about a 74-year-old lady who struck gold with just $170. Number 6. Breakfast Jackpot. Meet Johanna Hyundel, a 74-year-old retiree from Covina, California, who hit the jackpot on May 2002. And what she won was a $22.6 million Mega Bucks jackpot at Bally's Las Vegas. This jackpot stands as the 3rd largest slot jackpot ever recorded. She had initially planned to grab breakfast that morning. However, her plans took a thrilling turn when she decided to pause and try her luck on the slot machine. Her aim was to secure the smaller progressive prize of $3,000. After beginning with $100, Hyundel quickly used up her initial funds. But without losing her determination, she decided to insert another $100 bill into the machine. And that proved to be the best decision ever. Her determination led to her winning the incredible jackpot of $22.6 million. All of this happening after she had spent a total of just $170. The next winner hit $35 million, but sadly their story didn't have a happy ending. Take a look. Number 5. Miracle in Desert. Meet Cynthia, a cocktail waitress in Las Vegas who lived in a simple one-bedroom apartment. But little did she know that life had an incredible surprise in store for her. She wasn't really a big gambler, but once in a while, she'd give the slot machines a shot. On January 26, 2000, she went to the Desert Inn Hotel and Casino to celebrate her boyfriend's mom's birthday. They had a great meal and were all set to leave when, out of nowhere, Jay Brennan got this urge to play the slots. After not playing for a bit, her boyfriend happily jumped in on the idea. She playfully made him swear he'd keep her spending under $100. You know, whenever she went to a casino, she had this rule for herself. She had seen too many folks get caught up in slot machines, blowing their whole paycheck every time they tried their luck. So, she went over to the Mega Bucks machine because the jackpot was crazy high at that moment. She put in $21 and was betting $3 each spin. But that money vanished in no time, making her wonder if she should try another machine. Despite the rough start, she thought, okay, let's give it 2 more spins and call it a day. But even on the second to last spin, there were 0 matching symbols. And then, it was the moment of her last spin. It felt like everything was moving in slow motion when the megabucks symbols started showing up, one after the other. 3 of those flashy symbols covered the entire machine, and Jay Brennan couldn't believe her eyes. She was staring at the machine in total amazement, because right there on that machine, she had just hit the jackpot, a whopping sum of nearly $35 million. Cynthia got married to her boyfriend and was all set for their bright future ahead. But fate was not on her side. Only 6 weeks after she won the jackpot, a tragedy struck. A drunk driver crashed into her car from behind, leaving her paralyzed and tragically taking the life of her sister. That was not a happy ending, but Cynthia is hopeful and looking for the brighter side of her life. How would you feel if you could win a mega $14 million with just a $20 bill? That was the case of our next winner. Number 4. Jackpot of Jackpots. Back in December 2013, something pretty amazing went down at the Rampart Casino in Las Vegas. There was this player who basically hit the jackpot of all jackpots on a mega buck slot machine. Here's the interesting fact. They only put down a $20 bet, and somehow the stars aligned perfectly. The symbols on that mega bucks machine must have been feeling extra friendly that day, because this lucky player got exactly the right combination. And just like that, they walked away with a gigantic jackpot win of $14.3 million. The Megabucks slot machine is a bit of a legend when it comes to handing out huge, life-changing payouts. But the winner kept their identity under wraps, keeping everyone guessing who the lucky guy is. And you know what's even cooler? They didn't just keep the money for themselves. They actually gave a big chunk of it to help out some good causes. Talk about spreading joy. The next story will make you think twice if you're a sitting on credit kind of person. Number 3. Credited $17 million. As a Las Vegas resident made their way to the M Resort in Henderson, they carried a few free credits along. Perhaps not with grand expectations. Yet destiny had a far more incredible plan in store. Little did the woman know she was about to take her name onto the list of monumental slot machine victories. And she won a substantial sum of $17.3 million at the M Resort in Henderson, which makes it one of the most remarkable slot machine wins ever. The person playing the slot machine at M Resort had come in with a free play and a food voucher, as the story goes. Believe it or not, they didn't even realize they had hit the biggest prize until another player pointed it out. In the end, this lucky player took home a whopping $17 million. Now, the Megabucks system was put back to its initial jackpot of $10 million. To grab the top prize, players need to bet the most coins and make sure those 3 Megabucks symbols line up perfectly. This case is a perfect example that sometimes even those free credits can lead to unexpectedly huge prizes. So, if you're sitting on a few credits, get down to the nearest casino and try your luck. Who knows, maybe your name will be in our next video. Our next winner, who hit the jackpot with just $3. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself. Number 2. Excellence in Excalibur. An anonymous 25-year-old software engineer was on a journey from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, with the NCAA basketball tournament as the backdrop for his adventure. His path led him to the Excalibur Hotel, where he decided to test his luck by investing just $3 into a Megabucks slot machine. What followed was truly remarkable. As fate would have it, he managed to hit the jackpot on that very machine. What makes this win even more interesting is that the jackpot had remained untouched since January 2002, when a woman won a mega $22.6 million on a Bally's machine. This young software engineer's triumph brought that untouched jackpot to an end. On such massive wins, there's often a choice between receiving annual payments spread over several years or negotiating a lump sum payout. The fact that someone could walk into a casino with just $3 and walk out with a life-changing sum of money is a perfect example of the unpredictability and excitement that casinos can offer. The last winner is a mom of 4 who unexpectedly got her hands on $1 million. Number 1. Mega Mama Jackpot. In 2009, Rachel Romanek achieved a monumental win that left a mark on casino history. With only 10 minutes of gameplay at Terrible's Rail City Casino, this mom of four managed to secure a jaw-dropping $33.8 million Megabucks jackpot. This incredible achievement was on January 26th at 9:21 p.m., making for an unforgettable night in Reno. And Rachel defied the remarkable odds of 15.5 million to 1. Rachel, who is a 30-year-old resident of Reno, was not a frequent casino visitor. Her choice to try her luck that evening resulted in a life-changing outcome. Rachel chose to receive a lump sum of $16.6 million. The progressive jackpot had been growing since September 2008, building up anticipation for the moment of victory. This win was particularly significant, as it marked the casino's first Megabucks jackpot in 16 years, adding extra uniqueness to the story. As this video comes to an end, what do you think of these winners? Was that pure luck or something else? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon.